All right, hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am a options trader and I wanted to start kind of documenting some of the trades I am taking this year because I feel like when you get to like an advanced mode, you kind of forget the things that were working for you or how you were thinking right at that moment when you kind of started being profitable. And so I just kind of wanted to start documenting what I'm doing so that if anybody else is also a beginner and you're trying to figure out how to make options trading work, maybe, you can kind of um, take some things from this. Um, and yeah, maybe implement it. And then also, this is honestly supposed to act as like a journal for me as well. So, yeah, let's not talk anymore. I wanted to talk about the trade that I took today. I have a small account. So, as of today, I am up $22 on the day. I took three trades. Let me just make this over here. I took three trades. Um, the first one was a call. I took only calls today, actually, and I'll show you guys why. But the first one was a call, and I sold it for $44 at a loss. And then I got back in, sold for about a 40% gain, and then I got back in and sold for like a 30% gain, bringing my total up on the day to $22. And my total account size is at like 273 right now. So, pretty small account, trying to focus on trading SPY only right now, options. And then I'm probably going to transition to futures later this year. But for now, I'm just, yeah, still trying to figure out how to make options work because when you have a small account, it's a little bit better. But if theta and the Greeks continue to be like a problem, then I may just have to switch over to futures sooner than I would like. But yeah, I have been learning how to read price action better. I realized that when I was trading previously, I was kind of just hopping into a trade and not really understanding what was going on. And so that was why I was losing money. Whereas now I'm trying to understand more ICT concepts like order blocks and fair value gaps, and just places where price can actually make a move that would actually make you profitable as opposed to me like seeing the move and then jumping in the trade and then being confused why it is reversing, right? So today is January 28th right here. And let me put my mouse highlighter on. And it's a little bit big. And today, so this big move happened. Was that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday. This was over the weekend. Um, the market got really spooked out over this company, DeepSeek, saying that they can now like produce like AI or whatever at a cheaper price than Nvidia. So the entire market tanked overnight, basically, over the weekend. And so that's what this massive red move is. And then, of course, yesterday we kind of went up a little bit, chopped about. So this morning, I was expecting a move to the upside, right? Um, because we held the 600 level. And so I was like, all right, cool, we're going to go up. So I was on the 1 minute chart watching SPY, and I got into my call, I believe here on this candle right here at 633. Let's pull up was it at 633? Yeah, I got into my call at 633, which is on this candle right here, thinking that we were going to go back up. And we started to tank. As soon as we started to take out this low, I got out for a 10-12% loss. And I decided I would just wait. So as I'm watching this whole thing falling, which I was so upset about, I was like, oh my God, I'm missing this move. But I'm really trying to be better at not just jumping in if I'm not understanding what is happening and just letting the move happen without me, unfortunately. But I'm watching this whole move happening, and then it just clicked in my head. I'm like, wait, these are order blocks. These are places where orders are being placed. So I just marked the green box in these areas, right? And I was like, okay, I'll wait for price to come to these green areas and try and trade the reversal back down. But then we get here, these two candles form, this red candle form, and then this one starts to form. And I remember I said, oh my God, every time I've seen price fall like quickly like this, crazily, and it starts to kind of do this reversal thing where it just takes out a red candle like this, 9 times out of 10, this thing is going all the way up. And I cannot get into a put to assume when the train is going to stop, right? The train just switched directions and it's now going the opposite way. So for me to get in front of it at any one of these areas and be like, yeah, this is the area it's going to stop. I've done that before and I was like, I don't think it's going to work, right? If it stops, then cool, I'll get stopped out. But I was like, I'm going to take a call on this. So I got into a call right on this candle right here. On this candle, as soon as we started to break this high, I got into my call. So this was the 6:51 candle. I am in California, so this is Pacific Standard Time. Let's see, what time did I enter? Oh, my monitor thing just switched because it's 9 o'clock, which means it's the next day in New York. So Thinkorswim just refreshed. But I got into the trade on this candle right here at like 6:51. And when we started to fall, I was like, oh no, it's going to reverse on me. But it did not. We held and we rallied. And I took profit. I don't know where I took profit. Maybe like somewhere here or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe here. Don't remember. But it went up a little bit and we started to drop. Now, again, I'm trying to remember all of the mistakes I've made over the years that has cost me money. Normally, I would get into a put right here because this was a 10-minute order block that I had marked. So I like to mark the order blocks on 30-minute chart, 10-minute chart, 1 minute. Those are kind of the 3 charts that I look at in addition to the 4-hour chart. So I had this 10-minute order block that caused this initial drop. And I thought this might be an area where price would reverse, right? And I had that in the morning. So price comes in here. I think that's why I kind of exited the trade somewhere here. And we start to drop. And normally I would think, okay, the reversal is happening, so get in the put. However, you see how it wicked? As soon as I started to see that wick, I was like, it's not going to go down. I was like, I'm going to get back in a call. And when I started to see this candle right here, I got back into another call. We chopped around for a little bit. We started to squeeze. And I got out, I think, on this candle right here. This one. And then we squeezed a little bit more. The contract went up I think maybe 70 or something percent, some crazy amount. And I just kind of watched it and I was like, oh, I could have held a little bit more, but it is what it is. And the reason why, just to kind of come back to this one, the reason why I was like, oh, okay, let me switch my bias to calls is because I've been learning a lot about order blocks. And I remember that this is a bullish order block setup. When you have a move up and then this kind of like base candle, which some people call it a pullback, right? Pullback, order block, whatever you want to call it at this point, consolidation. This right here, I remember this is where orders are being placed. And so that is why I took it. And then you notice we have the same thing again. Here's another order block to take us up. Here's another order block to take us up. Here's another order block to take us up. Another order block to take us up. And then here, this was also another order block that took us up, order block that took us up, order block. So like I said, these are considered pullbacks, but I like to look at them as order blocks now because it really allows me to focus on if it starts to take out this order block, right? That means those orders are finished being filled, and that's why price is reversing. But if the orders are still there, we should continue in the direction of the move. And if the orders are not there, then that's why it's coming down. So that's kind of what's helping me to think about it. And I finished trading, and so I was just kind of like at work looking at this chart, and right around here, 11:15 my time, California time, I saw that we had came back to this order block. This is another 10-minute order block, by the way. Let me go to the 10-minute chart so I can show you guys. Right here, this green candle, that's the order block before this drop, this massive drop, right? So we came down here at about 11:15 and we started basing and starting to form, those order consolidations right there. And I wanted to take the call. I saw it right here after it took out this order block right here. Once this candle formed, I wanted to get in right here, but I was like, you know what? I'm up my little $20 on the day. Let me not do this because I'm going to be really upset if I lose money. So I just kind of watched it go up 50%. And yeah, I just kind of was like, you know what? I'm going to make a mental note of, what I'm seeing is correct and try to continue doing this over and over and over again. So that was today's trade. Going to try to remember this. I took a whole bunch of screenshots of everything that I saw today and really just try to focus on seeing either these bearish order blocks or bullish order blocks, depending on whatever time frame I'm on. I really like to think about it as, like I said, an order block and not a pullback. So as soon as I see it starting to take it out, I feel like I'll be able to kind of get into the trade, scalp and take my little 30-40%. And if I see another entry, I can get back in. What I'm learning with options is you kind of have to get out and get back in because the reversals devalue the contract a lot. Like something like this can easily drop your contract profit by like 50%, right? And take you to break even though you're all the way above your entry price. A volatile move like this coming down can really hurt the options. And so that's kind of why I'm considering switching over to futures and trying to learn that, because I'm just kind of really tired of the theta and options. And so, yeah, we're going to keep playing around with options, working with it, and hopefully it continues to work. And if not, then looks like future it is, because this move on futures would have been a huge profit. Like this is so much money in futures according to what I've been learning so far, so this would have been a very small tight stop loss in futures for you to potentially take it all the way to 605, which in ES is obviously not 605. It's probably 6089 or something like that. But that's a huge move on futures. That would have been really nice to capitalize on without having to worry about theta, time to gate, or any of the Greeks. And so, yeah, that was the trade today. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe to follow me on my trading journey. And hopefully my goal is to be making ideally $1,000 a day. And then I want to scale up to like $2,000 a day and maybe someday $5,000 a day and maybe even $30,000 a day. That'll be crazy. But yeah, still on this journey. It's been 3 years and hopefully the light is can shine a little bit brighter in 2025. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.